Hi guys, welcome to Project Fev, Tarot and More. I'm Sharon, Intuitive Empath, and I'm bringing you guys Capricorn, Mercury Retrograde reading. Welcome cross watchers, hi Cappies, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. And let me just go ahead and start with the pre-shuffle, meditative pre-shuffle. I feel like there's a group of Cappies out there, and this may not resonate with everybody, and that's okay. It's a general read. But there's like an intense sadness. Some of you guys are in solitude right now. Something did not go according to plan. Something did not go the way that you really wanted it to. Something didn't turn out, and I feel like this is channeling more of like a love read or a partnership. There's some type of relationship that you guys try to manifest through some type of plan. Like you guys hatched a plan, or with the way that the universe put it was your covert changes that you've made for this person have gone unnoticed. Okay, so whatever you did to bring yourself closer to this person or draw them in closer or whatever it is, it's still not noticed. And I want to say still not noticed because it's only gone unnoticed so far. Okay, that doesn't mean it's going to stay unnoticed. There's a glimmer of hope, Cappies. Okay, so and it's twofold the way that this is happening. Okay, because at the end of this, I feel like you're going to go back to the drawing board, which is your way. It's like your default way of doing things. Okay, but in that, you're not going to be inspired. There's not going to be any inspiration coming to you guys. Okay, and that's all right. You guys are feeling so disappointed by this situation. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, some of you are even thinking like, oh wow. Okay, so here all these cards came out all at one time, all with each other just like this. Okay, so we're going to just go right through them. Okay, I feel the energy channeling right through. So we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. You're not quite out of the anxiety phase, but you're nearly there. Okay, so whatever overthinking process or whatever anxiety you've brought up from your interpretation of these actions on this other person's part, it's premature. Okay, it's premature to count this situation out. That's what I'm getting, is you guys are drawing conclusions, and there's no conclusion naturally drawn in the situation. It's just the conclusion that you're drawing. Okay? There's still... Okay, and there's a duality in this card too. Duality is a theme that's coming through for me right now. So there's a double meaning in this card too. Okay, so for some of you, you're thinking there's a third party. There's somebody else that they're involved in, somebody else that they're emotionally attached to, somebody else that they're attracted to, and it's not you. You're thinking it's not you. But the Three of Cups indicates that, yes, if there's a third party, Capricorn, you're one of the three. Okay, so you're in the running. You're there. Your energy is represented. You're talking yourself out of this. You're doing like the woe is me thing a little bit here. Okay, now mind you, this is general read, not going to resonate with every Cappy, but for the ones that this does resonate with, okay, the Six of Cups came out in reverse, and then the Eight of Cups came out at the same time. Okay, what I'm getting channeled through here is, don't let what you think happened in the past be the cause for you abandoning the situation. Okay, there's still hope here. You're still in the running, and they should be still in the running too. What's happening is happening in your head. It hasn't happened in real life yet. You just think it has. Okay, so what's happening for you guys is, when I said twofold, is this is kind of happening, but at the same time, these emotions that you're really hiding from this other person, that you're not really expressing, to this other person, to this person here that you like or that you have a crush on, you're really in tune with what they are. And it's really kind of like, for some of you guys, it's like the first time that you've been really in tune and experiencing your emotional self with clarity. Okay? A lot of times what your experience has been in the past is all of these emotions surface and you don't know how to deal with all of them with clarity. But you guys are coming into some kind of knowledge here, some type of understanding of yourself. And you're starting to realize, like, if I want this person to notice me, and I do want this person to notice me, like, it really matters to you. Like, I think before you've been able to talk yourself out of getting the attention of a person you've maybe crushed on, but I think there's something substantial or significant about this person enough that it's like you can't really totally get away and you can't completely talk yourself out of it. That's what I'm getting. You're trying to talk yourself out of it. This isn't the person I like. I don't really like them as much. I should really focus on other things. I got so much going on in my life. I really should just find a reason not to pursue this. But it keeps coming back around to but I really like this person. But I really need to focus on work. But I really like this person. I'm really attracted to this person. But I really need to enroll in school because I really should have done that like months ago. But this person is really attractive and I like talking to them, or I want to get to know them better. And you kind of have like this thing going on. You're doing the little back and forth type of thing. And it's like, which way do you go? Okay. Well, Cappies, I want to let the cards show. Let the cards show it. Let the cards show it. Come on. Come on, universe. Let the cards show what the rest of the, premeditative shuffle has to offer here, what they said in the premeditation, because it's good. Oh, Cappy, it's good. And I love it. Oh, yeah. Here it is, the star card. Yes! This is the Luke Skywalker of cards. It is hope. Okay? It's hope. So if you want to go back to the drawing board and try to figure out a way to manifest your hope into something with this person, know that you have the universe's support. Now, major arcana cards that come up in readings for me as an intuitive reader tend to represent influences from the divine energies, the universe, source, spirit, whatever it is. So it's bigger than you. It's bigger than the situation. It's bigger than you and the other person. This is about the universe going, move forward, go ahead. Here's hope. Here's, I'm confirming that, you have divine intervention here, okay? It's not necessarily the card of divine timing, okay? But it's definitely showing you don't have to lose hope here. There's hope in this situation. So the advice that I got from the basis of the situation, well, let's elaborate a little bit more. Because Cappies are so in tune with themselves emotionally, and I mean, God, that is an amazing facet of this read all by itself, is that you're really in touch, really in tune. Okay, so yeah, so 9 of Swords has come up in the upright position, and remember we have the 10 of Swords reversed. So you're not quite fully out of this mental and psychological processing. You're still in your head about it a little bit, okay? Actually, a lot of it. But you've passed the 9 and you're almost cyclically through this process. So you have whatever internal psychological process that you go through when you're coping with something that didn't go the way that you wanted it to go. But the conclusion that you're drawing is that, or the conclusion that you're trying to draw is that of this, it's just not meant to be. It's just not meant to be. It's not meant to be. Or they would see what I did, or, I made these changes and it didn't bring about more attraction or more togetherness or more attention. Now, mind you, you're kind of being blocked a little bit because Mercury is retrograde, okay? King of Cups just showed up for you guys in the upright, okay? So if this is your crush, then guess what? They like you too, Capricorn. They like you too. Okay, why isn't the crush coming forward? Ooh, Cappy. Okay, so let's look into your crush here. Let's look into your person. Okay, so why aren't they expressing it? Okay, so they're in a cycle of just realizing it. They do realize it, but they don't know what action to take. Okay, they're only inspired to that, okay? And they're closing out a cycle. I feel like they're starting a new cycle in their own life. So whatever happened for them, again, major arcana, coming from the universe, they've just moved out of a cycle. And it's closing out, and they couldn't pay any attention to what you were doing for them, because they probably really needed to focus on themselves. Okay, so something was going on in their life, but I think that they're finally starting to, if they don't see that it's you, they're at least starting to maybe become aware that they're wanting to, like, I don't want to say like be sexual again, but that's, I mean, the Ace of Wands, when it comes to relationships, can really indicate that they're trying, or they want to date, or they're open to dating. So maybe they haven't been able to make dating, relationships, or any advances of any kind from anyone a focus. They probably didn't notice, and it has nothing to do with you, is what I'm saying. So the point is it had to do with where they were at in life, and it didn't have anything to do with what you were trying to accomplish with this person. It really has to do with something totally different. Okay, so yeah, bigger than you. There's hope in the situation. Oh, okay. So advice. What advice does the cards hold? Okay. Oh, here we go. So we've got the Five of Wands. So you're going to rectify this internal conflict that you're having, because really what you emotionally see clearly that you really like this person, and this is a person worth liking. I mean, this is warmth, this is love, this is genuine, authentic person, okay? They're very in touch with their emotional side, or their emotions in general. You could be dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I really think that this has something to do with the planetary placements of Mercury retrograde being in Pisces and in a water sign, helping you to work through your emotions and bringing forth clarity. Okay, so you're working through your anxieties, okay, and I feel like this is someone that you're considering cutting out of your life, or out of the situation, or you're considering cutting out of the situation. This is the internal conflict. Do I move forward with the Lover's energy, or do I cut this person out and refocus my energy someplace else? Okay, and the message from the universe, Major Arcana card coming through for you guys, is balance yourself out. Find balance. Resolve this internal conflict that you're having between your intellectual, psychological, and emotional self. And understand the lesson that's here. Okay? Don't lose hope, because hope is not lost. It's right here. Hope is right here. And it's been here the whole time. But you guys are talking yourself out of the situation in your head, trying to be a little overprotective of your emotional self. Okay, but the Lover's card has shown up for you guys. There's a great deal of passion, and I intuitively pick up on the fact, Cappies, that you guys feel that. You guys haven't expressed it. They haven't expressed it to you, but you're picking up on this real deep, intense kind of passionate energy with this person. There's a degree of passion in the attraction between the two of you. And if it ever had an opportunity to be expressed, I think that you would find that this would be an extremely passionate relationship, particularly in the physical and the emotional self and sense of things. If that's the case, then it could be inspiring quite a bit of fear in you. Okay, so let's talk about that. Back to the drawing board. Let's elaborate on what the course of action for Capricorn should be, because balancing your emotional self doesn't necessarily give you an outlet for your anxiety, or channel your energy into something productive, which, a lot of times we can be, as people, we want to channel our anxieties and energies into something productive, into the situation, to try to manifest what it is that we want. Okay, I'm getting from the cards, the Sun card flipped over in reverse and then flipped back into the deck, but it showed itself as one of the influences that's going on here is that it's not time yet. Okay, so whatever this cycle is, Cappy, whatever this cycle this person just came out of, they're only just starting to get out into the dating world, or they're only just starting to really open up to the whole idea of being intimate with somebody else again, okay? And you were already at the 4 with them, okay? So you've been considering and planning long-term well before there was even an actual investment, okay? Because this card has come up in the reverse, which means you've brought it to the energy of the 4, which is, a potential lifelong partner, potential happiness in a family, in a relationship. So there's been a little element of projecting possibly into the future with this, which is why it's probably causing you anxiety or mental strife. Because, if you've wanted it to be the 4 of Wands, but this person's only at the 1, or at the Ace of Wands rather, then you guys aren't on the same page. But that doesn't mean you can't be on the same page, because the lover showed up for you. I think in this situation, you're being called to patience. Okay? Don't cut this person out. Resolve the inner conflict. That's where you should place your energy, is resolving this anxiety and trying to learn and rise above a little bit of the situation here, so that you can manifest your love with them. In the premeditative shuffle, the direct advice, like beeline advice, and it literally came through as advice, and never in any of my other readings has a word come through more clearly than advice. Usually it's like, well, they can, or well, Gemini can da-da-da-da, or, if you do this, then this could be the outcome. But this is definitely like a advice. Notepad and paper. Do more than look this person. Do more than look at this person. This person is interested in you too. Okay, and you've been looking for signs of interest, I think. And I think that's why you've kind of made some of these shifts or subtle changes in your behavior, or like, it would be like, if you were still in school or in high school or whatever, and you were walking by them, on your way to class, you might walk by where their locker is, even though it's not on the way to class. You'd go out of your way just to kind of like see them or bump into them or get an opportunity to talk to them. And I want you to understand that this person's doing that too. They're going out of their way to kind of bump into you, or, they are. But they want that to be organic, right? They want that to be kind of covert. They're mirroring you in a way, aren't they? Because, that's what you want to be. You want to be on the sly. You want to be covert. You don't want to be obvious about it. But I think the lesson here is they want to get to know you too. They're interested in you too. But this is a real B type of energy. Okay, it's not passive. They're not passive. I think that they're doing things or have done things to show interest. And maybe it's you that's come off as disinterested because, I mean, did you default to you talking about work and not necessarily talking about fun stuff you like to do on the weekends? Or did you show a little interest and then freak out and then run away? You know what I'm saying? Like, and use work or use an excuse or whatever it is kind of thing. I don't know what you did or didn't do, and I'm not making any accusations, but basically, you know, there's something in your actions or intents that's not making it clear to this person that you're interested. So they're not reciprocating because they're here and they just came out of a cycle. So maybe the cycle brought about the end of a karmic relationship and it was very painful for them. So they're not real quick to open up. They're not real quick to put their action into manifesting a relationship with you. So, you know, that could be where they're at. And a little bit of understanding for them in that situation can actually go a long way in manifesting this between the two of you. So, Cappies, be patient. Don't lose hope. Don't talk yourself out of this because the anxiety or the intense emotional stuff that you're feeling and experiencing right now is so much that it's hard to even focus on anything else. And, you know, it's easier to just cut that out and stop doing it and not show interest in this person than it is to resolve that and figure out a way to reinvest yourself into this situation. Okay, but that's what the cards are saying. That's what the universe's message is. You can reinvest yourself into this situation. The person is interested in you. There are signs of interest, but they're just a little bit covert. Okay, so maybe they're shy, just like you are being, and they just need a little more exterior effort on your part, a little more investment from you. Or a little more expression from you of your interest in them. And it could be just as simple as saying, you know, if you can't be direct, then just say, you know, I'm interested in getting to know you more. Here's my number. Give me a call if you want. No pressure, but still relaying your interest, you know. If you don't want to be that direct, you know, I don't know. Cappies, it's a little hard. Sometimes you guys are hard to read when it comes to the emotional spectrum because I think you guys don't always express your emotions because you're not always sure what it is that you feel. And I think in this case, you know exactly how you feel. And you're trying not to make the emotional decision or allow your emotions to influence the decision that you make. But I feel like your emotional self is tied to this, and it's for a reason. I think there's a greater purpose in why you're emotionally invested here. So ride that wave. See where it takes you. Maybe a little spontaneity. Just a little tiny bit of not necessarily a full-blown 12-year scale long-term plan. Maybe just a call you on Friday plan. That might be good enough for a start. Maybe not, maybe. Well, you guys, this is Capricorn's Mercury retrograde reading. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I love to see all my new subscribers. Hi, subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Click like, and of course, don't neglect that notification bell if you want to get updates to my new content, which is coming soon. Lots of new stuff coming, okay? Thanks, you guys.